details. Former Chief Executive Officer at Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL, Zachary Harding, is rejecting claims of illegality at the now collapsed investment firm. Harding broke his silence on the matter in a statement through his attorney Jacqueline Samuels Brown. The statement follows his arrest on Saturday during a multi-agency operation across St. Andrew and St. James. SSL's founder Hugh Croskrey and his daughter Sarah Miani were also taken into custody. Robin Williams reports.
The three senior SSL executives were charged with breaches of the Bank of Jamaica Act, Securities Act, and Banking Services Act. The trio are expected to appear in court in January. The news has led to widespread criticisms of the former senior executives as investigations into the multi-billion-dollar fraud continue. But Harding is seeking to dismiss reports that he was arrested in a pre-dawn raid on Saturday. According to Harding, he willingly attended the offices of the Financial Investigations Division, accompanied by his attorney. Harding says Saturday's events marked the first time in 3 years he's been interviewed by any investigative body. The former CEO says based on the questioning and information provided by investigators, there was no allegation that he was involved with any misappropriation of funds or theft of money from Usain Bolt's account or that of any other SSL client. Harding says he prioritized legal and regulatory compliance during his tenure, confirmed by official records from the Financial Services Commission and the Bank of Jamaica. He says open communication was maintained with regulators and that he acted under the guidance of reputable legal counsel and independent external auditors. Harding notes that he also engaged the FSC and worked under their oversight to address long-standing issues that existed before his involvement with SSL. Robian Williams for Nationwide News.
Thanks, Robian. Now, a man wanted for murder in the St. Andrew Police Division was killed in an armed confrontation with the police on Monday. He's been identified as DeAndre Williams, otherwise called Yankee Yanks or Street Life. Williams was previously featured on the JCF's Wanted Wednesdays campaign. He was listed as wanted for wounding with intent. Williams was known to frequent Nanny Boulevard and Chisholm Avenue in Kingston. According to the police, a Taurus 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 10 rounds was seized following the confrontation. Williams' death now brings the year-to-date tally for those killed by the security forces to 310. The figure is 123 more than the number killed over the corresponding period in 2024. In that period, 187 people were killed by the police. The figure represents a 65% increase in fatal shootings by the security forces. The Kingston East Police Division has listed 5 men as persons of interest. Detectives believe the men can assist with ongoing investigations in the division. The men listed are O'Shane Reed of a Greater Portmore address, Siobhan Hickson, otherwise called Ken Booth, of a Franklin Town address, and Jordan Henry, otherwise called Jack, of a Bowerbank address. Rounding out the list are Derek Shaw, otherwise called Fighter, and Levon McKnight, otherwise called Jabuki, both of a Rockfort address. All 5 men are being urged to immediately report to the Ellison Road Criminal Investigations Branch, and anyone with information on their whereabouts is being asked to call the Ellison Road Police at 876-839-6875, the Ellison Road Criminal Investigations Branch at 876-928-4200, Crime Stop at 311, the Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. The National Water Commission, the NWC, is urging micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises to apply for its MSME amnesty set to end on Wednesday. Launched on September 1 this year, the MSME amnesty targets small businesses with outstanding balances. The program was extended until December 31 as part of recovery efforts following the impact of Hurricane Melissa. It provides eligible MSMEs with an opportunity to regularize their water accounts and to restore access to reliable piped water supply. Businesses can also benefit from a 50% discount on their outstanding balances. The amnesty applies to commercial accounts that are inactive for 3 months or more and active commercial accounts with outstanding balances of more than $30,000 for more than 180 days. Acting President of the NWC, Kevin Carr, says the Commission recognizes the importance of supporting MSMEs. This as the NWC continues to address more than $10 billion in hurricane-related damage to its infrastructure island-wide. Now, more than $300 million have been redirected from a government initiative to assist with the rewiring of houses in parishes which are still without electricity since the passage of Hurricane Melissa. That's according to the Portfolio Minister, Darrell Vaz.
We have diverted 372 million Jamaican dollars out of our National Energy Poverty Reduction Project as a result of the passage of Hurricane Melissa through St. Elizabeth, and it will extend to other parishes. We will be doing minor repairs of homes to ensure households can be certified for electricity house wiring where required. We are going to do 800 houses. We're going to do in-house wiring support for 600 households. We're going to do full GER certification services for 1,400 households. And we're going to do provision of selected social services in 1,400 identified through the electrification fairs.
Minister Vaz says the majority of the funds will be used to carry out repairs to damaged houses before electricity can be restored.
The breakdown of this is $300,000 for minor building repairs to facilitate certification of electrification. That's 240 million Jamaican dollars. House wiring, 600 at $150,000. That's 90 million. And the GR certification, which is 30,000, will come up to $42,000. So it doesn't make sense you repair your house and put on your roof and the water has done damage to your wiring in your house. You won't have any benefit.
Darrell Vaz there, the Energy Minister. He was speaking at the recently held launch of the JPS Emergency Mobile Power Generation Unit in Treasure Beach, St. Elizabeth. In regional news now, 5 volunteers from the Nigerian Technical Aid Corps are set to join the Ministry of Education in St. Kitts and Nevis. It comes as the island nation intensifies efforts to enhance teaching in mathematics, fundamental sciences, and related disciplines. The volunteers were officially welcomed on Monday by Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Education Dr. Jeffrey Hanley. The 5 educators are part of a larger cohort, which also includes 12 professionals who will primarily serve in the health sector over the next 2 years. Dr. Hanley also disclosed that discussions are ongoing with Nigeria's Ministry of Education to expand cooperation in other areas. In international news now, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has denied allegations by Russia that his country launched a drone attack on one of President Vladimir Putin's residences. He also accused Moscow of trying to derail peace talks. Russia's foreign ministry claims Kyiv had launched an attack over Sunday night using 91 long-range unmanned aerial vehicles. Russia said it would now review its position in peace negotiations. It's not yet clear It's not yet clear where Putin was at the time of the alleged attack. Zelensky dismissed the claim as typical Russian lies intended to give the Kremlin an excuse to continue attacks on Ukraine. He says Russia had previously targeted government buildings in Kyiv and warned that its latest claim could signal further strikes on Ukraine. In the sports report this afternoon, some sad news, one that has hit close to home. Well-known sports commentator Donald Oliver has died. Oliver was pronounced dead at hospital on Tuesday morning. Nationwide News and Sports is yet to confirm the cause of death. Oliver worked at Television Jamaica, CVM, and Sportsmax, and at the time of his passing was employed to the Jamaica Observer. Oliver was a regular voice as a match-day commentator in high school and Premier League football in Jamaica. Here's a call in one of his many memorable calls on a game in the local schoolboy football competition.
Emotional, Leonardo Kagati, so much responsibility on his shoulders in particular. He bears the legacy of his father, who died when he was just 3 years old. He actually led the line. Did Anthony Kagati overseas for a couple of years?
Donald Oliver. We, of course, extend our condolences to his family and friends. Now, Racing United will close out the year at the summit of the Jamaica Premier League. This was confirmed after they played out an entertaining 1-1 draw against the Junglists Arnett Gardens on Monday night at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. Anthony Patrick, head coach of the team, explained that he's hopeful that this good run of form will carry over into the new year.
Yeah, definitely. We're on the last one game, so we just want to keep it this way. When we can get the 3 points, we can get a point. It's very, very important to do that. And then we will continue to be up in this top 6. That is